Hi, this is Irena Fitzsimon with Freedom of Information and Censorship, Group 9 Wiki. Freedom of information comes about from enormous statements. Here are 3 such examples. American First Amendment that says abridging the freedom of speech, infringing on the freedom of the press is unacceptable. The United Nations Universal Declaration of Human Rights, the right to seek, receive and impart information and ideas is a right. Universal access to publications from IFLA is another. IFLA stands for International Federation of Library Associations. IFLA's Code of Ethics for librarians and other information workers include access to information, responsibilities towards individuals and society, privacy, secrecy and transparency, open access and intellectual property, neutrality, personal integrity and professional skills. 5 stands for Freedom of Information and Expression. It's an IFLA initiative. It endorses freedom of thought and opinion is a fundamental of a just society. FAIR stands for Freedom of Access to Information and Resources. This is the ALIA response to IFLA. Government acts of suppression come about at different times in history. 2 such examples: USA Patriot Act 2001, UK Anti-Terrorism Act in 2001, after the 9/11 bombings in America. The impact would be retention of people's personal data, could be seized by government agencies and police, and groups or individuals may be targeted for that. Librarians will find some of these concepts with humour. Transparency is the right to obtain information from government, business and social organisations, so the stewardship of such organisations can prove accountable to the public by access to their documentation, transparency being the opposite of secrecy. The paradox here is that freedom of information encompasses the language of segregation and racism, which can disturb and incite dangerous and difficult behaviour. That's alongside that what might elevate and enchant. Censorship is the deliberate choice of individuals, groups or governments to place limits on access or publication of texts, depending on their personal tastes and interests. Here's an example of the Canadian Freedom to Read Week. Censors, in their rush to protect themselves or their family, community or interest group, do not want to recognise that they do not have the right to suppress access of the text or information for someone else. There is no such item as a truly safe text, as someone can always object. Banned Book Campaign has an American response to censorship. It has been going over 30 years, and many of the items include great works of literature. The best defence, if you're at the coalface, such as a public or school library, it would be make choices deliberately so one knows the reasoning behind the decision, regularly communicate with the public, parents, caregivers and administrators, follow board-approved policy for choosing and using materials. FIFE's mission is to provide support in the struggle against formal and tacit censorship by providing resistance to the excessive use of national and official secrecy, identifying the reasons why information is suppressed for public and corporate reasons, recognising and countering restrictions on information flows that create information poor countries, regions, classes, social groups and individuals, discouraging restriction of practices in libraries. Here are my references. You may be interested in some of those, and I hope this presentation has given you some food for thought. Thank you.